What's going on, everybody? This is Scott, also known as ChaChingKing, and I want to do something just a little bit different in this video. We are closing out the year 2024, and Melody and I are in a pretty good place. eBay has really helped with that. And I was reading over the comments on my last video, and honestly it comes up on a lot of videos, and everybody talks about eBay is dead, reselling is dead, and you can't do this and make any money at it. And so I kind of want to talk about that, and let me tell you who I want to hear this. Somewhere out there, there is somebody who is struggling. They're finishing out 2024 and things aren't okay. They're not making enough to put them in control. And I'm talking to you because I want you to have control. I don't know if a video like this will do any good at all. I'm not going to have 1,000 pop-ups. I'm not going to do fancy transitions. I just want to talk to those people that want something to go different in 2025. What I really want is for those people that have been struggling, for you to know that there is a way for you to regain some of that control, to put you in the driver's seat so that you're the one making decisions about what you do on a daily basis. So if you want to get to the end of 2025 and look back at this right here as a starting point, I want you to be ahead. I want you to be well on your way to being the one in control. So let's talk about what this looks like. So I retired from the school superintendency in 2019. That's when I officially retired. And when I did, I took a 40% pay cut. My pay went down 40%. And I'm not going to lie that it was a bit of an eye-opening transition, because I take care of a lot of people. Take care of my mom. I help take care of my in-laws. And I got a wife. I got a son. And it was kind of scary because that's a massive drop. And like a lot of you, my lifestyle is kind of set up around my pay. We went into it, Melody and I went into it, knowing that we were going to have to do something. This wasn't retiring to the beach and eating bonbons. We would have to do something to make up some of that difference while still having some time. Like if I didn't care about any of the time and I was just going to work nonstop, then I would just continue to have been a superintendent because I was in a good place. I had good kids. I had a good community. We've done eBay for a long time. I got on eBay in 99. And boy, we had some modest goals at the beginning. We wanted to make up that 40%. And here's what I've learned. And then let's talk about you. For us, we probably spend 20 hours a week most weeks on eBay, and that includes buying stuff and listing stuff and shipping stuff. We ship every day. We haven't focused on working faster. I covered that in a previous video, and eBay has passed up my actual retirement income. Like, I actually make more on eBay than I do my retirement income. So if you're going into this next year and you're like, something has to give, something has to change, here's why I think eBay is absolutely a viable option. And there's a couple of things you're going to have to do if you're going to be successful with it. First and foremost, like all things in life, there is going to be somebody who tells you why this doesn't work. And you can probably picture them. You can probably think of who those people are. There are always people lined up to tell you things won't work. Okay, you're not working for those people. You're going to work for yourself. At least in this endeavor, you're going to do your own thing. I'm telling you it works because it's what I do. And for everybody that says you can't do this anymore, like when the videos stop and I stop doing eBay, maybe you can question it. But right now, it gives us all the freedom that we have to help take care of our parents and even travel a little bit and have time to do things we just want to do while still bringing in an income. Because I know there's a lot of people that watch my channel who are struggling with time. They struggle with lots of responsibilities that they already have, and they can't just heap on another full-time job. This doesn't have to be this. This could literally be you listing 10 items a month that bring in a couple of $100 extra. And if you're in the situation I was when I grew up, a couple $100 is massive. It can make a big difference. And then you can build it as you go. So the first thing you're going to have to do, you're just going to have to ignore all of the people that tell you why it won't work. Those people are not going away. They post on my channel that this doesn't work. And the answer to that is it doesn't work for them. And if all they ever did is fail at it, they can't picture somebody else being successful at it. So you got to let those people go. The second thing you're going to have to do is you're still going to have to work. You're going to have to squeeze in some hours to learn how to do this and to overcome some of the fear. I mean, it takes some work to get to where you can ship without being worried about it, to make sure that you're picking up stuff that's going to be valuable, you know, after you filter through everything that you already have in your house. But it's possible. So you're going to have to work. I've said this many, many times. There's no free money. I don't know where it is, and I don't know how to tell you to get it. But I do know that you can start bringing in some extra money fairly quickly with eBay. Like when I need, if I need extra money and there's something Melody and I want to do, man, eBay is still by far the fastest way for us to do it. You know, we can just start listing a bunch of stuff, which is not our normal routine. We normally list a few a day, but we can kill it. We could get, 50 items listed this weekend and have money coming in next week. So, you're going to have to work. The next part is you're going to need to be comfortable learning. I mentioned it, just a minute ago, that there's a lot to learn. And a big part of being comfortable with the learning is you're going to have to be okay with making a few mistakes. I taught elementary school, and I was always really, I guess you'd have to ask the kids, but I think I was really good with the kids. And I think they would tell you the same. But I was pretty forgiving. Kids make mistakes when they're learning. They don't show up knowing everything that they need to know. And as a teacher, my job was to help them get to where they needed to be. I was not as forgiving of myself. And when I became a superintendent and I was working with teachers and administrators, I find that our harshest critics are ourselves, but that can get in the way. You can start telling yourself you won't be successful, and that becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. You can bring yourself so far down that you don't get to where you want to be because you don't believe it anymore. Post in the comments if you've ever done that to yourself, because I know I have. I have absolutely done that to myself. So you've got to let some of that go. And you have to be okay. You have to grow comfortable with the discomfort of learning a new task. But you can learn it. You can absolutely get from point A to point B. Let's talk a little bit about what that process looks like. First of all, there's a ton of videos out there to help. I have a bunch of videos and I try to redo them every year. How to open an eBay account, how to list your first item, how to ship your first item. I'm going to be redoing all of those. But I also have a lot of friends who also have great videos for that. So there's a ton of help on YouTube. And the first thing that you need to do is decide that you're going to do it. You need to decide that I'm going to give this a good faith effort in 2025. I'm going to commit an hour a week to getting something listed and get better and better and better at it. Think about this. If you made just a little bit of progress every week, 52 weeks from now, you will not be in the same place. You're probably not going to be rich. If you're watching eBay videos and somebody says they can help you make $200,000 in 90 days, I'm not that guy. I can't tell you that. What I can tell you is that for the amount of time that we put into it, we come out way ahead versus having a regular job. And we still have the freedom to do the things that we want to do. If you are not where you want to be today, you're ending 2024 just like I am, heading into 2025. If you're not where you want to be, man, I just want you to take a few steps to fix that so that 52 weeks from now, you feel better. You are better. You're in a better position and you got a little bit more control so that when you're moving forward from there, much more opportunity, much more control over what's coming at you. I tell people all the time that I believe in you, and I do because I'm doing this. And I've spent a long time learning it. I have made a ton of mistakes. I'm sure I'm going to continue to make mistakes. But the reality of it is, I make pretty good money at it. I make enough money that I don't have to go find a job to make up the 40% my pay cut. And those of you that know, that 40% pay cut, that was before the inflation took off. So the difference has actually been pretty tremendous how much less I make than what I was making as a superintendent, except that eBay has not only bridged that gap for us, it's surpassed it. And we're probably doing better than when I had to wear a tie every day. So what I would challenge you to do, first of all, got to step into that mindset that I'm going to do something. I want to do something in 2025 that works for me, where my efforts benefit me and my family and not somebody else who owns a business. That's your first step. You got to do that. And you're going to commit to doing the work. You're going to commit to, like, I'm going to be okay learning, and I'm not going to beat myself up if I make a mistake. I'm going to give myself the same grace I would give a fifth grader who's learning how to do something for the first time. And then what I want you to do is to pop on the videos and take action. Do those things that put you in control. I'm going to have videos coming out every week about these primary steps, because if you need them, they're going to be there for you, and it doesn't have to be my channel. There are some tremendous channels out there. I believe in you. 2025 is going to be your year, and I'm rooting for you. I appreciate you watching. I'm going to see you real soon on the next one.